Never let anyone get too comfortable with you. Machiavelli's scarcity law. There's a moment when you realize you've been living wrong, when the people you bend over backwards for barely notice when you're gone, when your phone stays silent because everyone assumes you'll always be there, when respect feels like a foreign language and you're tired of being the translator. The world is a stage of perpetual, low-grade warfare. Not a war of swords and shields, but of wills, influence, and psychological dominance. In this arena, the most common, predictable, and easily accessible man is the first to be devalued, dismissed, and defeated. You've been sold a lie. That being an open book, a reliable shoulder, a constant presence, is the path to love, respect, and success. This is a slave's mentality. Power is not given to the ever-present. It is seized by the strategically scarce. Machiavelli understood this 500 years ago. He knew that to be constantly available is to be common. To be common is to be powerless. Your presence, your attention, your approval, and your time are your most valuable assets. They are a currency, and you have been giving them away for free. From this moment on, you will make them earn you. You will become a master of presence and absence, of warmth and coldness, of giving and taking away. You will engineer a perception of immense value around yourself through the deliberate and masterful application of scarcity. They will not know why they are drawn to you, why they seek your validation, or why they fear your disapproval. They will only know that being in your favor feels like a victory, and falling out of it feels like a devastating loss. This is not manipulation. This is the recalibration of your own worth. This is Machiavelli's scarcity law. Chapter 1. The poison of predictability. You are a man, not a utility. You are not a public well where anyone can draw water whenever they are thirsty. Yet that is how you have been conditioned to behave. You answer every text immediately. You accept every invitation. You rearrange your life to fit the whims of others. You are the reliable one, the good guy, the one they can always count on. And they are slowly, quietly, losing all respect for you. Predictability is the silent killer of attraction, respect, and power. It makes you furniture. You are part of the background of their lives, useful, comfortable, but ultimately unexciting and replaceable. Think of the lion in a zoo versus the lion in the wild. One is a spectacle, fed on a schedule, its every move anticipated. It is a shell of its former self. The other is a force of nature, unpredictable, dangerous, and utterly captivating. Its appearance is a rare and terrifying event. You must become the lion in the wild. Society has trained you to be a performing seal, rewarding you with hollow praise for being accommodating while you bleed power. The lie that being constantly available makes you valuable has poisoned your mind. In reality, it makes you common. It makes you boring. It makes you easy to dismiss. The first step to reclaiming your power is to recognize how thoroughly you have been poisoned by the need to be liked and the fear of being absent. You have traded your mystique for the cheap comfort of being nice. When someone can predict your every response, your every availability, your every emotional reaction, they stop valuing your presence. They stop appreciating your effort. They stop respecting your boundaries because they know you don't enforce them. You have become emotionally predictable, happy when praised, sad when criticized, eager when invited, grateful when included. This emotional transparency makes you easy to control. People know exactly which buttons to push to get what they want from you. Your schedule is predictable, always free when they need something. always available for last-minute plans, always willing to change your priorities to accommodate theirs. This schedule predictability makes you a backup plan, never the main event. Your responses are predictable, always understanding when they cancel, always forgiving when they disrespect you, always accommodating when they test your boundaries. This response predictability teaches them that your standards are flexible and your respect is cheap. This chapter is the bitter medicine. It will shock your system and force you to see the cage you have built around yourself with the bars of your own reliability. The reflection will be uncomfortable, but necessary. Chapter 2. The Scarcity Doctrine. Value is not intrinsic, it is created. Gold is valuable not because it is shiny, but because it is rare. A masterpiece is priceless not just for its beauty, but because it is one of a kind. You must apply this fundamental economic principle to your own being. The Scarcity Doctrine is the conscious and deliberate act of making yourself a rare commodity. It is the understanding that human beings are wired to desire what they cannot easily have. We covet the limited edition, the exclusive access, the forbidden fruit. This is not about being a jerk or ignoring people. It is about strategic absence. It is about making your presence an event, not a given. You will learn to control the supply of you. Scarcity activates powerful psychological triggers in the human brain. The fear of missing out drives people to value opportunities they might lose. The principle of perceived value makes people assume that what's harder to get is more worthwhile. The hunter-prey dynamic, hardwired into our DNA, makes us chase what moves away from us. You will learn to say no, not as a rejection, but as a declaration of self-worth. Every no you give increases the value of your yes. Every invitation you decline makes the next invitation you accept more meaningful. You will learn to disappear for periods, not to hide, but to make your return more impactful. When people don't hear from you for a while, they start wondering what you're doing, who you're with, what you're building. Their imagination works harder to fill the gaps than your constant updates ever could. You will learn to be genuinely busy, not faking it, but actually building a life so compelling that your time becomes a scarce resource. When you have real priorities, real goals, real work to do, your unavailability becomes authentic rather than strategic. This is the shift from a defensive to an offensive social strategy. Instead of reacting to the demands of others, you will make them react to your calculated unavailability. They will begin to wonder where you are, what you are doing, and who you are with. You will stop being a constant broadcast and become an intriguing signal that they have to tune in to catch. This is where you stop being the consumer of their attention, and they become desperate to consume yours. The scarcity mindset changes everything about how you move through the world. Your time becomes precious. Your attention becomes valuable. Your approval becomes something to be earned rather than expected. Chapter 3. The Ghost Protocol. The Ghost Protocol is the active implementation of the Scarcity Doctrine. It is a set of tactical behaviors designed to make you less predictable and more enigmatic. This is not about being cruel. It is about being a ghost in the machine of their expectations. First, we address communication. You will break the pattern of instant replies. An immediate response signals you have nothing better to do. You will introduce deliberate delays. An hour, a few hours, sometimes a day. The length of the delay is a tool that communicates your priorities without you having to say a word. These delays create a space where they have to think about you, to wonder. When someone sends you a message and doesn't get an immediate response, they start paying more attention to your eventual reply. They wonder if you're busy, if you're with someone else, if you're building something important. Next, we address your social patterns. You will become selectively unavailable. You will decline invitations without elaborate excuses. A simple, "I can't make it," is more powerful than a long-winded lie. It implies a life beyond their social circle, a world they are not privy to. You will occasionally go dark on social media, disappear for a weekend. Let the digital world spin on without your input. When you return, your presence will be noted. People notice absence more than they notice constant presence. You will learn to be the one who ends conversations first. You will be the one who leaves the party while it's still raging. Always leave them wanting more. When you're the first to exit, you're the one controlling the tempo, not reacting to it. The Ghost Protocol extends to your personal information. You will stop oversharing. You are not an open book. You are a locked diary. You will answer personal questions with vague, intriguing answers. You will create an aura of mystery. When someone asks what you did last weekend, you don't give them a minute-by-minute breakdown. You say, "Had some good meetings," or "caught up on projects," or simply "stayed busy." Let them wonder what that means. They should feel like they are only ever seeing the tip of the iceberg. The more mysterious you become, the more fascinating you become. Mystery creates curiosity, and curious people pay attention. This chapter will give you a playbook of actions that will immediately begin to shift how people perceive you. It will feel unnatural at first. You will fight the urge to be accommodating, but with each act of strategic withdrawal, you will feel your power grow. Chapter 4. The Art of the Intermittent Reward. A creature that is fed every time it presses a lever will eventually become lazy and complacent. A creature that is fed randomly, sometimes on the first press, sometimes on the 10th, sometimes not at all, will become obsessed. It will press the lever compulsively, addicted to the possibility of a reward. This is the principle of intermittent reinforcement, and it is the most powerful tool for creating psychological addiction. Once you have established scarcity, you must learn to administer your attention, approval, and affection not as a constant stream, but as a calculated, intermittent reward. After a period of absence following the Ghost Protocol, a sudden burst of focused, intense attention is incredibly potent. A text message that is not just a reply, but a thoughtful, engaging question. An invitation that you initiate. A deep compliment that feels earned, not given freely. These are your rewards. You will learn to create a cycle of presence and absence, of warmth and coolness. You will be engaging and charismatic when you are with them, making them feel like the center of the universe. Then you will pull back, leaving them with the memory of that high, craving another dose. This is not about being hot and cold in a childish way. It is a sophisticated dance. It is about making your approval a prize. You will praise their accomplishments, but not their mere existence. You will offer your help, but only when it is truly needed and appreciated. You will make them feel that your positive regard is something they have to strive for, something they can lose. This will keep them on their toes. It will make them constantly seek to please you, to impress you, to earn that next hit of your validation. The timing of these rewards matters. Too frequent, and they lose their power. Too rare, and people give up trying. The perfect balance keeps them engaged without making your attention cheap. When you do give attention, make it count. Be fully present. Ask meaningful questions. Show genuine interest. Make that moment so valuable that they remember it long after you've withdrawn again. You are not playing with them. You are training them to recognize your value. You are teaching them that your time and attention are prizes worth competing for, not utilities they can access on demand. The intermittent reward system creates a psychological loop. They never know when the next positive interaction will come, so they stay alert, hoping, working to earn it. This keeps you at the center of their attention, even when you're not physically present. Chapter 5. Forging the Iron Mask. Your emotions are a roadmap for others to manipulate you. Your joy tells them what to give you. Your anger tells them what to avoid. Your sadness tells them how to wound you. An emotionally transparent man is a puppet, and everyone he meets holds the strings. To be truly powerful, you must forge the Iron Mask. This is the art of emotional discipline. It is the ability to feel everything, but reveal only what is strategically advantageous. You will learn to separate your internal state from your external expression. You will master the power of the poker face, the calm demeanor in the face of chaos, the neutral response to provocation. When they expect you to be angry, you will be calm. When they expect you to be overjoyed, you will be measured. This unpredictability is a weapon. It confuses your adversaries and intrigues your allies. They cannot get a read on you, and this makes them uneasy. It forces them to project their own fears and desires onto you, revealing more about themselves than you reveal about yourself. Emotional control starts with awareness. Notice when your emotions spike. Feel the anger rising, the excitement building, the disappointment setting in. But don't let these feelings immediately translate into expressions or actions. Practice the pause. Between feeling and expression, insert a moment of choice. In that pause, you decide what serves you best. Sometimes showing emotion is powerful. Sometimes hiding it is stronger. The key is that you choose rather than react automatically. Control your body language, your posture, your facial expressions, your tone of voice. These communicate more than your words. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Maintain steady eye contact. Speak in measured tones. Let your physical presence communicate strength and control. The Iron Mask is not about becoming a robot. The emotions are still there, fueling your ambition and your drive. But they are your private counsel, not a public spectacle. You will decide who gets to see the man behind the mask. That access will be the ultimate reward, a sign of true intimacy that they will have to earn through unwavering loyalty. For everyone else, they will only know the mask, unreadable, unshakable, and in complete control. When people can't predict your emotional reactions, they become more careful around you. They can't push your buttons because they can't find them. They can't manipulate your feelings because they can't read them. Chapter 6. The Economy of Presence. Every minute of your time has a value. Every ounce of your attention is a resource. You have been living in a state of economic ruin, giving away your most precious assets for nothing. This chapter will transform you from a charity into a shrewd investor. You will learn to conduct a ruthless audit of your life and create a new economy of presence. First, analyze your portfolio. Who are you investing your time in? Your friends, your family, your romantic interests, your colleagues. Categorize them based on return on investment. Who energizes you, challenges you, and respects you? They are your blue-chip stocks. Who drains you, uses you, and takes you for granted? They are your junk bonds, and it's time to divest. This will be brutal. It will require you to cut people out of your life or drastically reduce the time you allocate to them. But a prince cannot afford to subsidize the ungrateful. Next, you will set your price. Your time is no longer free. The price is not monetary. It is effort, respect, and reciprocity. If someone wants your time, they must demonstrate its value to them. They must plan ahead. They must be punctual. They must bring something to the table, good conversation, a new idea, a genuine connection. You will stop accepting last-minute, low-effort invitations. Want to hang out? Is not a plan. Let's grab dinner at that new place downtown at 7 p.m. Friday. Shows respect for your time and theirs. You are the main event, not a backup plan. If someone can't give you a firm commitment, they don't get access to your schedule. Your time is too valuable to be held hostage by people who might have something better come up. Learn to value your own solitude. Time spent alone, reading, working on your purpose, honing your skills is an investment in yourself. It is the work that makes your presence more valuable when you do choose to grant it. Solitude is not loneliness. It's the space where you develop the substance that makes your company worthwhile. The man who is comfortable alone is the man others want to be around. This chapter is about becoming the fierce guardian of your own life force. You will stop letting social vampires and emotional leeches bleed you dry. Your presence will become a members-only club, and the price of admission will be steep. Chapter 7. The Spectre of Loss. Comfort is the enemy of devotion. The moment someone believes you will always be there, they start to take you for granted. The fear of loss, however, is the most powerful motivator in human relationships. People will fight harder to keep what they have than to gain what they do not. You must learn to subtly and consistently cultivate the spectre of loss. This is not about making overt threats or giving ultimatums. That is clumsy and weak. This is about creating a constant, low-level, subconscious awareness in others that your favor is not permanent and your presence is not guaranteed. How is this done? Through your independence. You must have your own mission, your own purpose that is separate from any one person. Your life must be a train moving forward, and they are either on it or they are left at the station. You will not beg anyone to stay. You will not chase anyone who walks away. Your indifference to their departure is the most powerful statement of your own value. When someone leaves and you don't fall apart, they realize what they've lost. You will maintain a network of powerful allies and interesting acquaintances, both men and women. Your world must be bigger than any one person. This creates natural competition and reminds them that you are a man with options. Never make someone the sole center of your universe. When they feel they are your everything, they have all the power. When they know they are an important part of your world, but not the entire world, they will work to maintain their position. The spectre of loss is created through your behavior, not your words. You don't threaten to leave. You simply build a life they would hate to be excluded from. You don't say you have other options. You demonstrate through your confidence and independence that you do. When people see that your happiness doesn't depend entirely on them, they work harder to earn their place in your life. When they see that you're capable of thriving without them, they become more invested in staying with you. This chapter teaches you to walk a fine line. You are not actively pushing them away. You are simply showing them, through your actions, that you are prepared to live a magnificent life, with or without them. The spectre of loss will keep them engaged, loyal, and constantly invested in keeping you, because they understand that what they have with you is not guaranteed. They will treasure it more than something they take for granted. Chapter 8. The Price of Access. You are a fortress. The outer walls are your public persona. The inner courtyard is your circle of acquaintances. The keep is your group of trusted friends. And the throne room is your sanctum sanctorum, reserved for the one or two people who have proven their absolute worth. Most men let anyone wander right into the throne room. They share their deepest secrets, their fears, and their vulnerabilities with people who have not earned the right to hear them. This is a catastrophic strategic error. This chapter is about building your fortress and setting a price for access at every level. You will learn to use subtle tests to gauge the character and loyalty of others. These are not games, but careful observations. How do they speak about others when they are not around? Do they keep small secrets you entrust to them? Do they show up when it matters? Do they respect your time and boundaries? Their actions will determine how far into the fortress they are allowed to proceed. You will create and enforce hard boundaries. You will not tolerate disrespect, flakiness, or emotional manipulation. The first time a boundary is crossed, you will address it calmly and firmly. If it happens again, you will revoke their access. You will demote them from the inner courtyard to outside the walls without a moment's hesitation. People need to understand that access to you is earned and can be lost. The price of access to your inner world is loyalty, respect, and integrity. The price of access to your time is effort and reciprocity. The price of access to your deepest self is a proven track record of unwavering trustworthiness. Most people give away their vulnerability for free, hoping it will create intimacy. But vulnerability without proven trust is just exposure. It makes you weak rather than close. By making access a privilege that must be earned, you accomplish two things. First, you filter out the users, the manipulators, and the unworthy. Second, you make those who do gain access value it immensely. They will understand the privilege they have been granted and will be terrified to lose it. Your vulnerability becomes the ultimate reward, shown only to the truly deserving. The fortress model protects you from those who would exploit your openness while creating deeper connections with those who have proven themselves worthy of your trust. Chapter 9. The Cult of the Individual. All the tactics and strategies in this guide are useless if they are built on a hollow foundation. The ultimate source of power and scarcity is to become a man of such substance and purpose that your absence creates a genuine void. You must build the cult of the individual, with you as its sole member and revered leader. This chapter is about becoming the prize. This is not about faking it. It is about doing the hard work. You will define your mission. What is the great work of your life? Is it building a business, mastering a craft, creating art, serving a cause? This mission becomes your spine. It is your reason for being, and it must come before anyone else. You will become a man of discipline. You will master your body through rigorous physical training. You will master your mind through relentless learning. You will read the great books. You will study finance, history, psychology, whatever feeds your growth. You will become a man of skill and competence. You will become so good at what you do that you become irreplaceable in your field. This is the source of true confidence, not a puffed-up ego built on nothing. You will cultivate a rich inner life. You will have hobbies and passions that you pursue for your own fulfillment, not to impress others. You will be as comfortable in your own company as you are in a crowded room. When you build this life, scarcity is no longer a tactic. It is a natural byproduct of your existence. You are genuinely busy because you have important work to do. Your time is genuinely valuable because you use it to build something meaningful. Your standards are genuinely high because you have developed yourself to the point where you won't accept less. People will be drawn to your fire. They will want to be part of your world, not because you are playing a game, but because your world is more exciting than theirs. You will not need to manufacture mystique. Your depth will be its own mystery. The cult of the individual is about becoming someone whose company enhances others' lives. When you have substance, purpose and direction, your presence becomes genuinely valuable rather than just scarce. This is the final step, to become a man who does not need to apply these principles because he has become the prince of his own world. Chapter 10. The prince of his own world. We have journeyed through the dark arts of social dynamics, from the poison of predictability to the cult of the individual. We have dismantled the nice guy and forged the iron mask. We have transformed you from a public utility into a rare commodity. But let us be clear about the final purpose of this knowledge. This is not about becoming a heartless manipulator, isolated on a throne of your own making. That is the tyrant's lonely fate. The true prince, the master of his own world, uses this power to create a life of his own design, populated by people who have earned the right to be there. This power gives you the ultimate freedom, the freedom to choose. You are no longer at the mercy of others' whims. You are no longer a slave to the need for approval. You are the architect of your social reality. You can now afford to be generous, to be kind, to be loving, but on your own terms. Your affection is more valuable because it is rare and consciously given. Your loyalty is more meaningful because it is a choice, not an obligation. Your presence is a gift because it is not a given. You have learned the brutal truth. To be loved by all is to be respected by none. By making them earn you, you haven't pushed the world away. You have invited the best of it in. You have filtered out the mediocre, the parasitic, and the disrespectful. You have created a kingdom of quality with you at its center. The people who remain in your life after this transformation are different. They are more respectful, more appreciative, more genuine. The world will not call you nice. They will not call you reliable or accommodating. They will call you powerful. They will call you a leader. They will call you a man to be respected, admired, and perhaps even feared. You will never again let anyone get too comfortable with you, because you understand that a little bit of distance creates a lifetime of devotion. Comfort breeds assumption, and assumption kills respect. Your presence should always feel like a choice, never like a guarantee. Make them earn you, because you're worth earning. And anyone who disagrees wasn't worth keeping anyway. You are not a character in someone else's story. You are the author of your own epic, the prince of your own world, the master of your own fate. Now go and write it.